Good morning, lovelies. All right, so we're going to go ahead and continue with our cursive. The next two letters we have here are the G and the Q, U. Remember, Q always is with U. So that's why we practice them together, okay? So this is a G. Now here is the printed G. And here is a printed Q, U. So you can see how they're pretty similar, right? Okay, so again, the bolded words are telling you your action of what to do with your pen or your pencil. So I'm going to have my paper ready to flip back and forth so that way, if I need to, I can remember what my curved strokes are. We have the roll, the swing, the down, the drop swoop, the drop hook, and the dip. Now remember, follow those arrows because it's going to help you with knowing where to go and how to continue your letters. So moving on to the G and the QU. So I'm going to, it says curve up to the midline, roll back around to the baseline, swing up to the midline, drop down halfway below the baseline, and swoop, swoop. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to start here, start with my beginner dot, and I am going to curve up to the midline. Now, if you need to pause, pause, but don't pick up that pencil, remember? Okay, so curve up to the midline, roll back around to the baseline, swing up to the midline, drop down halfway below the baseline, and swoop. Pretty good, right? All right, so now we're going to do the Q. There's a lot more to it because there's two letters, okay? So since there's two letters, there's going to be more description. If this is confusing to you because that's a lot of work to read and write at the same time, that's fine. You don't have to do that. It's just helpful for me to say it while you're practicing too, okay? So we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to curve, we're going to roll, we're going to swing, we're going to drop, but then we're going to hook up to the baseline and then we're going to touch it. So that's going to be the difference between these two, okay? So now I'm just going to say these keywords and hopefully that will help us out, okay? So I'm going to curve, roll back, swing up, drop down. Now, instead of going this way, I'm going to go this way, just like I would with the regular Q. Then I'm going to swing up to the midline, down. I'm running out of room, sorry. Swing, and then down again. Sorry about that, guys. I shouldn't be that loopy in there, but that's something I can work on, isn't it? So now I'm going to turn, and I have my two practice pages, okay? So again, if you need to, like we talked about, if you want to practice on top of the black one, it's a good way to just get your hand familiarized with the strokes before you go and practice down here. So again, I'm going to start down here at the bigger ones because I feel like, let me make this a little bit closer. I feel like they're easier to see. And you definitely need to see what I'm doing, don't you? Okay, so here's the G, and I'm going to make that little dot. Again, you don't have to do that. Sometimes I just do it for the first couple. Notice I didn't actually close that one, so make sure we close it. Okay, and I can just do a couple on each line as I go. And then I'm going to move to the QU. And I'm going to be doing it the exact same way, except for I'm going to be curving the behind instead of in front, okay? So curve up and swing behind. Curve up, swing behind. Now, generally, when I teach this, students that struggle with the Q is they forget to swing behind and then they change halfway through. So what it ends up looking like, something like that, because they start going the wrong way. So if you have to at least say that part to yourself, to make sure that you're going through the correct motions, go ahead. Anything that helps you remember not to, not to go that way. See what I mean? Okay. So that's definitely not one-eyed circle because it's not great looking. Um, I find the more concentration you have for cursive, the easier. All right, guys. Good luck, and I'll see you next time. Bye.